Welcome to yoga, everyone. We're going to start standing and we're going to do our kind of breathing, coming to our body warm up this week. We actually tried this last week, but not too many people came. So we're going to try it again, see if we can get it, refine it a little bit. It's a series of about 5, I think, arm movements that we are going to match with our breath. So it's a way for us to kind of get the body and the mind and the breath working together at the beginning of class, a kind of way to come to our center and bring ourselves internally as well as physically. So the first movement, we start with the palms forward. We're going to inhale and kind of carve the letter C and then end with the palms facing back. Exhale, retrace that C, high shower, and come on down, same position that we started in. So we inhale, nice and slow, bringing the palms forward, and then exhale, curving and scooping. Now you can do this with your eyes closed if you want. We're going to do about 10 of them. Or you can have a soft gaze looking down at the floor in front of you. Inhale, and I want you to really stretch those arms. So there's energy kind of shooting out the shoulders, our abs are engaged, our feet are nicely rooted into the ground, knees are not locked. Tight kind of booty, but not gripped, just kind of lifted. And we're just inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Couple more. All right, good. Now bringing the arms up to like goalposts. We're going to inhale on the opening of the elbows. Exhale as we close and bring them together. About 10 of these. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot at the beginning, but after we do about 5 of these, we'll start to feel the burn in our arms. Right now, it's just kind of a luscious breathing exercise, matching the movement of our breath with the movement of our arms. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale, bring those elbows, kiss them together. Three more. Beautiful. Come back to the goalposts. We're going to inhale with the arms up. Exhale, just rotate those palms down. We don't spend a lot of time thinking about working our arms without weights. When we work our arms, it's usually like pump the weights, but we really can do a lot of strengthening just with the body weight, just with the weight of our arms, using the breath as a focusing mechanism. It also helps us get through all the reps. So focus on that breath. You won't feel the burn as much. Slow and steady. Three more. Good. Stretch out that left arm. Keep the right one bent. Inhale, exhale, switch. Try to keep those arms up. We're almost done. Breathe, big long breaths, luscious, maybe even like a 3-count breath. You can turn and look, or you can keep your eyes focused forward if that gets you dizzy. from here, I'm gonna add in just a little twist. We're gonna actually pull the elbow back and twist the rib cage. Pull that right elbow back, and then switch, pull. So now we're getting the rib cage kind of involved. Almost like a swimming move. Inhale, exhale for it with each side, pull. So now you're getting a little bit of the torso involved. This should feel really nice after all that arm movement. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. All right, last one. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Really stretch those arms. Exhale as you bring those arms down, nice and slow. Energy in those arms, lift those biceps. Pull the fingertips away from the body. Three more. Now you can stop here if you want, but if you want to just push yourself a little bit, we're going to take the arms out and we're going to do 10 breath of fire right here. 10 breath of fire. Exhale, small circle the arms back. So 10, and then the other way. I think that was 10. And rest. Woo! Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Good. Get some water. Ah, very nice. So those arms should feel nice and warm. Maybe give them a little massage, just a little kind of squeeze. And we brought our breath to our focus, which is always good. Let's take the shoulders. Inhale and take the shoulders up to the ears. Hold the breath, squeeze the shoulders behind you, and on the exhale, scrape that back wall as you press the shoulders down. A couple more times. Try to get those shoulders high as you can. Squeeze them behind you. Exhale. Down. Beautiful. One more time. Now we're going to try that other way. So inhale, shoulders come to the ears. Hold the breath and send them forward. And then scrape the front wall. Ooh, feels like I just get so much more range out of my shoulder when I do it this way, rather than doing just shoulder circles. And I really love that exhale after that, holding the breath. It just feels so good. Good. Let's take the elbows around, hands on top of the shoulders, and just take some circles with the elbows. Inhale as the elbows come up. Exhale as they come down. So now we're getting the chest involved. Really try to get those elbows back against that back wall. Should feel not really good. And then a couple with the reverse. Make sure your abs are engaged here and you're not sticking your booty out. Yeah, you want that nice and kind of released down. Your booty is released down, which means you have to engage your abs. Good. All right. And let's take the full arm circle. Slow. Inhale. Exhale as you come down. Then the other way. Let's take the right hand to the side of the head. Press the left palm to the floor. Let the weight of that hand Gently press the ear to the shoulder and let the palm of the hand reaching towards the floor really ground your shoulder. Just breathe here for a minute. Send the shoulder back slightly, the arm back slightly, the left arm. That should get a nice deeper stretch in the neck. Go ahead and look up for a second. Just kind of tilt the chin looking up on the diagonal and then look down. Switch. Left hand comes to right side of the body, right palm reaching to the ground. Nice engaged abs, dropped booty. Root that shoulder down, down, down. Look up for a minute, just kind of tilt the chin towards the ceiling and then tilt it down. Good. And let's just take a few head circles, maybe one each direction, nice and slow. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Grab those fingertips or interlace those fingertips. Let's push the hips to the right and look under the right armpit. Half moon. So we're making a little half moon with our body, a little crescent shape. And inhale as you recover back. And exhale, push the hips to the other side. And inhale as you recover. Exhale, push the hips slightly forward. I want a tight booty here. Look up, just a little, not a big arch. Good. And now let's release the hands down. Interlace the fingers behind you. And take the hands to the right hip. So they're resting on my right hip. Just go ahead and look over the right shoulder. Send the elbow back and down. Look over the left shoulder, see what that feels like. And then switch sides. So your hands come to the other hip. Keep your head looking over the left shoulder. Take that left elbow back and down. And then look over the right shoulder. Good. Take a nice deep inhale and take the arms behind the back. I'm going to separate my feet so they're right underneath my hips. Inhale, look up. Big, big, big breath. Exhale, push the screen with your palms and scoop the belly button towards the spine. Scoop the hips, pull the belly button into the spine, squeeze all the air out. I'm bending my knees over my toes. Big inhale, come up. Tight booty, big arch. Reach those fingertips, spine behind you. Exhale, push, push, push the screen in front of you. Pull the belly button back, scoop the pelvis, knees over toes. Couple more times. In your own time, big stretch, big push. One more time. Let's stay here for a second. Actually, let's interlace the fingertips and send the palm to the screen. Pull the right hip back. Pull the left hip back. Maybe you want to try that again, right and left. And now pull both hips back. And unlace the fingertips, sweep them back, clasp them the other way, so the way that you didn't clasp them before. Send the hands down, right between the butt cheeks, right down, look up. Open up that chest. Send the hands down, down, down. Open up the chest a little bit more. Breathe. Good. Release. Let's take a deep breath in. Sweeping the arms up. We're going to exhale through the arms. Now, if you're not ready for a forward fold yet, just come to your hands on your knees. If you want to slow, we're on our way down to a forward fold. So get yourself there however you want to get there. Sometimes I go hands and then I go elbows. And sometimes this is as far as I go, depending on the day. If I can straighten the legs, I try to do that, but you don't want to lock the legs. You want to get into it nice and slow. Also using blocks. It helps, so you can put your hands on the blocks and then shake those knees out one at a time. Gently shake those knees out. And let's shake the head here. Shake the head no. And shake the head yes. So there's a whole lot of shaking going on here. Knees are shaking, head is shaking. I like to wag my tail also. Right to left, right to left. We're easing into this forward fold. I'm going to rotate myself to the back of my, so go ahead and do that also. Somehow find a way. So you're in your fold, your forward fold at the back of your mat, and then go ahead and take some weight into your hands and bend the knees over the toes, lift the heels off the floor, send the top of the head to the floor as the tailbone reaches to the floor. Now pick your belly button up and send it back towards your spine. Good. Now we're going to use all that energy and we're going to walk the hands forward into plank. Send that energy out. So we were in a ball, a tight ball, and now we're in a straight, tight line. Hold that plank. We're just going to hang out here for a second. If you need to put your knees down, do that. That's beautiful and wonderful. Whatever you're at right now, if you need to put one knee down, two knees down, we're going to walk the hands back. Reverse what we just did. Come into the C shape again, or I don't even know, this is more like a snail shape. And then send the heels to the floor as you come back through your forward fold and slowly, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, come back to standing. So this is just a way for us to get the whole spine involved, the whole body involved in our warm up. Good, let's take a nice deep breath in, sweep the arms up. Exhale through those arms, find your way slowly if you want to do the same thing we did last time, hands, elbows, and then all the way down or whatever feels right to you. Hit that forward fold, don't skip it. Maybe you want to shake again. Maybe you want to wag again. And then bending the knees over the toes, create that snail shape, and then walk the hands out into plank. One more time. Holding here. Now you can stay here or you can lift the right leg off the floor, flexing the heel. And switch. Good. Coming back down. Let's drop onto our knees and let's push back into prayer pose. This is a home base pose. Always come back to here if you ever need to. It's kind of hot today, so you got to make sure you check in with yourself at every step of the way. And doing this pose is a great way to check in. If you want to give a big sigh, we highly recommend big sighs in this class. All right, come on up to all fours. We're going to do a couple cat-cow here, our bread and butter. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round, look down. Keep going, matching the movement of your inhale with your arch and the movement with your exhale, with your round. Good. We're just gonna do a little mobility here. We're gonna come into prayer. And then we're gonna come forward into, I guess this is Cobra. And then come back. Just a couple of back and forth, just to kind of get those joints kind of moving a little bit. Now, if it hurts to go into Cobra, you can just come up to like a half, like a little bit past table. Yeah, just to kind of press those hips forward, just like halfway. Just kind of stretch out those psoas muscles. Good. And actually, while we're here, let's take that right leg forward and come up. We're just going to take the left hand up, right hand I'm just placing on my waist, and I'm gonna push my left hip to the left. I'm kind of scooping my pelvis a little bit here too, and then go ahead and look under your left armpit. Send that arm back a little bit further. The left arm, just kind of open the chest up a little. You feel that stretch along the rib cage? And then of course, in front of your hip. Let's switch sides while we're here. So it's just, take a knee, is as they say. Right arm comes up, and we're gonna press the hips to the right and look under the right armpit. Drop that scapula. I think I forgot to say that on the last one. Now open up that arm. Woo! Tight booty. Good. And come back. Let's actually switch again, right leg forward. Let's actually drop into the hip a little. So you're gonna press the pelvis forward. We're gonna inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. If you need a little extra padding under your knee, roll your mat over a couple of times and give yourself a little extra padding. You should not hurt your knee in this pose. And then hands to the mat on either side of that front foot. Pull the booty back, flex the front foot, and drop the nose to the knee. 3 big breaths. All right, tuck that back toe, step the right leg back. Let's come into plank, holding plank. Now we're just gonna tap those knees, and left, right and left, right and left, right and left. We should be getting hotter, warming up that body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop the knees. Let's come into prayer. Relax completely into prayer. When you're given the opportunity to release, release fully. Hold nothing back. All right, coming back up. Left leg comes forward. Go ahead and press the hips forward slightly. Inhale, look up, chest up, scapula down, abs engaged. 3 big breaths. Hands to the mat on either side of that left foot. Pull the pelvis back, nose to knee, flex the left foot. Pay attention to that left hip. Try to pull it back. Breathe. Beautiful. Tuck the back toe. Send the left leg back. We're in plank one more time. We're gonna do some hip dips. Right hip touches or twists, left hip. Right and left. If you wanna come to your knees, you can do that. Still get the workout, still get the abs, yeah? Just a few more. Last set. Good, and drop to the knees and press back to prayer. Release. Ah, big sigh. Good. All right, coming up. Grab your blocks if you have them. If not, good luck. No, just kidding. If not, you can try grabbing your ankles. I know some of you can do this without blocks. I cannot. I'm gonna hold the edges of my block. I'm gonna inhale, squeeze the shoulders behind me, chin to chest. On the exhale, I press the pelvis forward and release the head back, camel pose. And release. Oh, that felt good. All right. We're going to do our pranayama. You can do it seated, standing. That means our breath. This marks the end of our warm-up. We're going to take 20 breaths. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, bringing the arms through into heart center. Just another way to connect with our breath and seal our life force, bring it into our body. I'm gonna do it on my knees. I've rolled my mat over. Anyone, you can do it however you want. It's yogi's choice. So whenever you're ready, 20 breaths. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands down your plumb line to heart center. Wrap it up. On that last one, interlace the fingers and send the palms to the ceiling. We're gonna walk the ladder, Ariane's favorite move. Right shoulder walks up the ladder, left shoulder walks up the ladder, right, the left, and let's try and do one more step. Right and left. Now look at all that space you created in your waist and your chest. Let's keep that space as we take the arms down slowly. Beautiful. Let's come onto all fours and then find our way into, let's actually come right into pyramid. So our toes are facing forward and our hands are between our legs. My legs are spread apart pretty wide. We're gonna bend the right knee and take the left hand in front of the right foot. And we're gonna twist the right arm up towards the ceiling and look up at the ceiling. My belly is lifted. I'm sending my booty back. That's gonna give me that extra inner thigh hamstring stretch. Let's breathe here. Then we're gonna spider woman the hands across until we get to the other side. Right hand in front of the left foot. And lift the left arm up to the ceiling, looking over our left shoulder. My left leg is bent, knee over toe. Weight is slightly shift back. Breathe. Now you can just switch. If you want, you can just go back to the right and then hold the right. Or if you want, you can just do a couple of flows, right? Exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. Depends on where you're at. You can just hold one side if you want, or you can do a little breath of fire here. And then when you're ready, I'll meet you down in pyramid, and that you can grab your ankles if you want and pull your head down. All right, go ahead and bend. Then I'm gonna bring my heels slightly in so I can bend my knees over my toes. I'm coming up halfway and I'm pushing my elbows into my knees. Ooh, and if I need to come all the way up, I can come all the way up, hands on the knees. And we can do a little shoulder twist here. Make your way up slowly. And we're gonna end up in goddess. My second favorite pose. So in goddess, we're dropping the pelvis right down between the legs, yeah? That root chakra, right there at the bottom of our spine. Shooting down, knees are over toes. Let's just do star, coming up onto our toes. Inhale, big star, exhale, goddess. So let's just do 3 of those. My balance is a little shaky today. Good. I'll meet you back in goddess. All right, we're gonna turn our hips to the right and lift that left heel off the ground. We're gonna come into crescent on the right side. So our right leg is forward. Let's just hold here in crescent for a minute. Woo, feels good. And then we're gonna drop that left heel and come back to goddess. Now we're gonna lift the right heel and come to crescent on the left side. So we're looking up at the place where the wall meets the ceiling. Scapulas are dropped down the back. Kind of like a lunge, but the arms are up. And then we're gonna come back to goddess. Now that's our series. What I want you to do is inhale on the crescent and exhale in the goddess. So that's your own, here, let's just come up and rest for a second in star. So that's your own pattern, yeah? You can do, you're gonna inhale in crescent, exhale in goddess, inhale crescent, exhale goddess. We're gonna do 5 sets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 altogether. Woo! Maybe we shouldn't do 5. Let's do 3. Let's start with 3. We've done a lot, yeah, let's do 3. So we'll start in goddess. I'll meet you back here after 3 sets. Have fun, breathe. When you're ready, just come back to goddess. You can stand up and rest for a second. Shake it out. Awesome. Let's bring those feet together and do a standing pose. All right. Find your tree. Pick up the right foot. Place it on the inside of the left thigh. If you can't or don't want to do that, just put your foot on your ankle. You can even put your toe on the floor to help you with your balance. And sometimes I like to do a low tree just to kind of challenge myself in a different way, because when I'm pressing into my thigh, that gives me a kind of hook that I don't have when I have my foot on my calf. So it's a little different kind of balancing act here. And then when you're ready, you just take your arms up. And it's really yogi's choice on this. People like to do all sorts of things with their arms, whatever you want. And you can actually even be a tree in the wind with flowing arms, since arms are our theme today. And then when you're ready, switch sides. Beautiful. Woo, beautiful. Let's do some chair. Come on into chair. So my booty's back, my knees are over my toes, my arms are up by my ears, but my belly button is really holding my spine. So I'm not like arching in my back. My abs are holding up my spine like a platter. Good. We're gonna lift the right leg to the chest, hold it there for a second, and then send it back. We're gonna take the hands into prayer in front of our chest, and then we're gonna twist to the left and place that right elbow on the left thigh. I'm gonna push into my prayer, so that gives me a nice twist, and I'm looking over my left shoulder. And this is also a balancing challenge. She says as she wobbles. Good. And let's rewind. So we come back through crescent, through chair, and then press those feet into the ground, come into mountain. Woo, I love doing that. I feel like a machine. Let's try the other side. Chair, lift the belly. Yeah, the belly is like the silver platter for the spine. Lift the left thigh to the chest. Hold, shoot that leg back. Hands come to prayer. Big inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow on right thigh. Press those hands together. That's going to help you twist a little further. We're looking over our right shoulder. And rewind. Bring the hands back to center. Come through crescent, and then through chair, and then press those arms down as you straighten the legs. One more time, chair. Whew. Lift the right thigh to the chest. Send the leg back. Now drop the right heel and open up into warrior two. So we're gonna really kind of try and settle into this warrior two. We really want the pelvis flat. We're sending our attention to the outside of the back foot. So like we're almost imagining water running over that pinky toe, like a waterfall. And then the knee, of course, is over the ankle on the left side. See if you can sink a little bit further in. Arms are straight out and focuses over that middle finger. We're gonna inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, swing around, side angle. 3 of these. Inhale, reverse warrior, swing around, side angle. 1 more. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, side angle, meet you in warrior 2. Pick up that heel, come back to crescent, come back to chair, and then press the hands down as you straighten the legs. Woo, go. Yes, this is good. We got 1 more side to do. Chair. Pick up the left leg, thigh to chest. Step that leg back. Drop the left heel. Open up into warrior 2. Find your warrior 2. Energy over that back pinky toe. Knee over toe. Pelvis flat. Focus. Middle finger. Knees rotating outward like a spiral. And we're going to do our 3 flows. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. That's 1. 2. 3. Meet you in warrior 2. Pick up the back heel. Crescent. Come back to chair. And mountain pose. Let's just stand in mountain pose for a minute. You can close your eyes. This is another home base position. One of the most powerful positions, poses in yoga. Brave and vulnerable. All right. I'm going to wipe my brow, check the time, and get some water. All right, we're doing good. All right. Whew. Let's do a little, let's start in, why don't we just do maybe 2 sun salutations, 2 sets. We're nice and warm. We got 15 minutes left. All right, at the kind of middle of your mat, we're gonna start with a nice deep inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, we're gonna dive through, swan dive, into our forward fold. We're gonna inhale and come up halfway, just to like a flat back position, arms dangling, and then exhale, release back into that forward fold. Inhale, step the right leg and then the left leg back into down dog. And since this is our first time in down dog today, let's just hang out here for a second, couple, maybe 3 deep breaths. Go ahead and inhale the right leg up and then step it through. Drop the back heel. And we're gonna come into warrior 2 again. We're gonna straighten that front leg. And we're gonna lean forward like we're trying to grab something that's really, really, really far away. Pull, pull, pull. And then once you've leaned, you just kind of tilt like a little teapot over into triangle pose. Now press the pelvis forward as if you can. So you can try to get between like 2 panes of glass or something. Let's breathe here. And then go ahead and shift your focus down. Take the hands to the mat on either side of the foot and lift the back heel. Bring the back foot up and out to the edge of your mat. Lengthen the spine. And then release the head down towards the front leg. Now you can stay here for head to knee, or if you want, you can take the hands behind the head. Hands come down to the mat. And rather than rewind like we did before, we're gonna step back into down dog. Now you can stay in down dog, or if you want, you can do a little flow through, which you can do coming into plank, coming down through chaturanga, coming into cobra, and then back down dog. Now you can also do half chaturanga with the knees down. Lift the left leg, swing the left leg through, drop the back heel and pinwheel the arms around, warrior two, opposite side. Once you're there, you're gonna lengthen that front leg. Don't lock it. Reach forward like you're trying to grab somebody's scarf that's flying away, and then tilt and press the pelvis forward slightly. Triangle on the opposite side. When you're ready, look down at your mat. Lift up the back heel and place the hands on either side of the front foot. Bring the back foot forward into the edge of your mat. Lengthen the spine, lift the belly, release the head down towards the knee. And you can stay here. If you need blocks on either side of your foot, get them. And you can also take the hands to the back of the head. Hands to the mat, step back. You can stay in down dog, or you can do your pranayama or your vinyasa. Sorry, I always say those wrong. Your vinyasa, your flow through. And then when you're ready, step or jump the feet towards the hands, come into your forward fold, and then slowly vertebrae by vertebrae roll up to standing. Here we go. Last round two. Big breath in, reaching up, swan dive through. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Step the left leg and then the right leg back into down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. Lift the right leg on the inhale, step it through. Drop the left heel and come into warrior one. Warrior one. So our hips are forward. Yeah. From warrior one, we're going to use the momentum of this leg straightening to kick up to warrior three. Now, you can, if you want, just drop the toe if you need a little bit of balance. You can also hold on to something, a chair or the back of the couch. You want to. You want that back foot flexed and toes pointed down. Now that I've held on to something, I can't let go. That's a good line. And then when you're ready, just come on back to warrior one. And then bring your hands to the mat and do your flow through or hang out in down dog. Did I forget that on the other side? Maybe I did. Left side. Left leg comes up. Right heel drops to the floor. Warrior one on the left side. You really want to establish that warrior one, because that's going to be the momentum to get you into warrior three. The back leg kicking up and the front leg extending and lengthening. Now in warrior three, you can have your hands in prayer. You can also take your hands back. And if you want, you can take them forward. I don't have a lot of room to do that. Come on down through warrior one. And then we'll do our last vinyasa. Step or jump your feet towards your hands. Come through forward fold. And belly button to spine. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Come to standing. Woo! Come on down. Come on down. Good work. Everything else is going to be on the mat. You know what I feel like doing right now? Just a nice big stretch. So let's take the right leg in front of the left. Or, cross-legged. Let's just inhale right here, arms up. Ooh, and exhale forward. Catch your breath. Use the exhale to really release. So every time you exhale, see if you can just release in a different spot in your body. Maybe it's your lower back or your hips or your back of your neck or your shoulders or something. Anything that can release, let it release with each exhale. And then let's walk the hands slowly up. And let's take the hands behind the pelvis. Drop the knees to the floor. Inhale. Squeeze the shoulders together behind you. And then exhale, press the pelvis. It's only going to come up about like maybe 3 or 4 inches. Let the head go back. And release. Uncross. Shake the legs out. Recross with the other leg in front. Same thing. Big breath in. And big breath out. I've been watching the Dodgers. Stay forward. I've been watching the Dodgers, and I noticed that those pitchers, when it really gets intense, they do a lot of deep exhales. So I really want you to just focus on those exhales. Just that's where we engage the parasympathetic nervous system, and that is the relax that fosters and connects with our relaxation, gets us away from fight, flight, and freeze. When you're ready, walk the hands up. And hands go behind the pelvis, fingertips forward. I'm dropping the knees to the floor. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders together, chin to chest. Exhale, press the hips up and forward. Let the head drop back. This should feel really good after all those warrior 1s and 2s and 3s and goddesses. And come on down. Good. Shake it out. Let's come down onto our backs. We don't really have a lot of time, but we can do 1 minute abs. 1 minute abs right here. Inhale, big tight. Inhale, stretch the feet away from the hands. Exhale, come into a nice tight ball, bringing the head to the knees. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, tight ball. And if you want to up your game, you can inhale and come into boat, and then exhale, tight knees. Inhale, boat. Exhale. 3 more. Good. Just because it feels good, let's take a nice half bridge, feet on the floor, and press the pelvis up. And just let's take 3 deep breaths right here. Drop the pelvis down. Let's hug the right knee to the chest. Circle that ankle. Cross the knee over the chest, over the body. Look over your right hand, over your right palm. And recover. Woo. Left knee, pull it into the chest, circle the ankle, cross the knee over the body, spinal twist, opposite side. And recover. If you have to go, it's 5:30. You will not feel bad, but we are going to go right now into deep relaxation. I hope you'll join us for a 3-minute deep relaxation. Let's inhale, hold the breath, squeeze everything nice and tight. Squeeze your face, squeeze your ankles, squeeze your feet, squeeze your fists, squeeze your booty. Hold it, squeeze. And then release. Swallow. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Stick it out and say, ah. Close your eyes. Bring your hands down by your sides, palm facing up. And we will see if we can find a 3-minute song. Oh. I am not in this is not my computer, so I don't know if I can. All right, no song today. 3 minutes, I'm gonna put my timer on. Enjoy your relaxation. Bring yourself back to the room by wiggling your toes and fingers. Maybe take a deep breath. Maybe give yourself a little face rub. Rolling to one side and pressing up to a seated position. Cross-legged, bringing your hands to prayer. Close our practice today with gratitude for technology that can bring people together that live in completely different spaces and different worlds, and we can come together in this format on our yoga mats and build a community even when we're separated. And gratitude for our hard work and our good humor, our forgiveness. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. Namaste.